offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Let's toss it over to the sideline for news on MP's groundbreaking season.
He just had an all-time moment, breaking Wilt Chamberlain's single-season points record. Him and Wilt are still the only players in NBA history with over 4,000 points in a year. He told me he hopes to add to this record tonight. I'm betting he will, guys.
Yeah, he could add a lot to it. Thanks. On the court right now for the Kings. In the front court, the forwards will be DeRozan and Murray. Monk is out there with MP. And it's Sabonis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade.
And another one falls. Amazing.
There it is. 50 points for him, and the record is his.
Greg, I'm in awe of his year. Absolutely in awe. To have this many 50-point games is just something most players dream of.
And I feel like every time we've seen MP this season, he's dropped 50 on someone, and now he's got the record. This is a once-in-a-lifetime season this young man has had.
Spurs making a switch here. Wembanyama is checked in.
Watch out.
Good, MP?
It's just one game, isn't it? The opponent wasn't ranked. Yeah, but I'm guessing you always have a box score. I recorded 14 challenges during the game. The kid was everywhere.
Not to mention the 11 is this. You rarely see that happening in big college scoring games, with shorter games and all.
And the Pistons looking to build on last season. Shams, what's the key for them this year?
Well, a big part of it was continuing to build on last season and bringing back some of their core. And we've seen how the right vets catalyze this young team. So getting those guys back in the mix, that was a big priority this summer, continuing to add shooting around Cade Cunningham.
And we'll send you courtside for more on MP's unforgettable performance.
Well, we thought no one would ever top Wilt's 100 points in a game record. We were wrong. He went into triple digits recently, setting a new single-game scoring record. People are calling it the best performance in sports history. Unreal stuff, guys.
Crazy times right now. Thanks for that. The starters for Utah. Lauri Markkanen out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Bailey. Then there's George. And it's Kessler in at the center position. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
Here's Anderson following the three-pointer by Detroit. Just 3 to shoot. Here's George. The rebound by MP. Detroit has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Uses the glass on the layup. 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 . 8 points for MP.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
George outside. Pass to Markkanen. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Cunningham finds MP. And here's Ivy. Beyond the arc. And the Pistons, another three.
Well, this is what you call hitting the ground running. 4 shots taken, 4 shots made.
It's George with the drive. Kicks it out to Markkanen. There's the three. Rebounded by the Pistons. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
And with picks. 2 and 3 in this year's draft. Chums, we saw the Spurs and the Sixers add to already crowded backcourt rotations.
The draft is really a talent grab, so you have to go for the best available. But we saw in the finals the value of having multiple guys who can play with the ball in their hands, spread the floor, do multiple things on the court, and the competitiveness is a big part of this. The ability to play both ends is a big part of this. So all of them.
Oh!
A big finish right there!
He destroyed the rim.
Oh, Kessler off his feet in a hurry. The timing of the lob was perfect.
Here's MP. Ivy outside. Pass to Cunningham. No good with the triple.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. George outside. Utah moving the ball around. And here's Bailey for three. Drops in the three. Bailey's got 5 points.
And you know, Bailey isn't going to pass on those chances. He's looking to make an impact on the arc.
Puts it up. And again, the Pistons missing. Utah has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Kessler. Now George. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Markkanen misses. The drive by MP. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Excellent read by MP there. Just takes advantage of the opening.
Jazz trail by 4. Now here's George. No points yet. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And here's Bailey for 3. Rebound Detroit. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
And Grant, just the other day, MP recorded the first triple-double of his career.
Yeah, he put on quite the display, B.A., doing everything he could for his team. MP is extremely talented. I'll go out on a limb and say that won't be the last triple-double of his career.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
Jazz trail by 5. Some around the league, Shams, saying the Big Three super team era is done. You see it that way?
Listen, B.A., the latest CBA clearly is designed to spread talent around the league, clearly is designed for parity around the league, but I really feel like the super team era really came and went pretty quickly. We saw Miami with their Big Three win it all. Kevin Durant to Golden State was really a one-off product. The salary cap spike in 2016. That's been about it. It's been about parity, but you still do need a couple stars in today's NBA to win.
Oh, to have young legs. MP gets off his feet in a hurry for that finish.
Markkanen, the pass to George. And he's going for the lob! And Markkanen with the stuff.
Yeah, Markkanen, a big-time athlete. Set that lob up in the air and he'll finish.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Leading by 5. And this is the first season matchup for him against this Utah team.
And somewhat surprisingly, the club split their 2 meetings last year.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these two teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Detroit leading by 5. Here's MP. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists tonight.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
George passes to Kessler. Here's Bailey. Marketed for 3. Offensive rebound for 3. No luck on that one. Detroit has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Here's MP. And again, it's Detroit. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Anderson with a screen on Cunningham. George for 3. The rebound by Stewart. The Pistons leading. Cunningham passes to MP. Oh, it's his 10th basket on 12 tries. You got to appreciate the efficiency here.
I just love the ball movement.
Shams, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about the TV deals, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn, and a lot of this is around social media and around the internet, around their young consumers and young fans.
For the Pistons, Reed's checked in for Stewart, Tobias Harris comes in for Thompson, and LeVert subbed in for Ivy. Then for Utah, Sensabaugh comes in for Bailey, and it's Collier in for George. A good look from MP, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. MP's got 24 points. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. For an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at the Pelicans, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Well, right now for Detroit, they've had a cold stretch and are desperately looking to end their losing streak. You can bet tensions are high in that locker room.
Pass to Markkanen. Over MP. And another miss by Utah.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
He gets it in there. 26 points for MP.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Here's Collier. He's watched by Cunningham. Here's Sensabaugh. Can they get it? Rebound Detroit. MP's got 6 rebounds here tonight. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I spoke with the head coach for Detroit. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said, we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Brian, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. For 3, Collier. Rebound Detroit. MP's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Shams the Jazz adding some real scoring punch in the trap.
Yeah, there's a lot of drama around the Utah Jazz in the NBA draft. But listen, they held firm. They took Ace Bailey. He has a great opportunity on the wing. I'm told the Jazz are really excited. They feel like he's a perfect addition to really restart their retooling process. And Walter Clayton Jr. as well, the Jazz picked in the first round. He's shown that he can deliver under the pressure in college. Their offense is potentially primed for a lot of growth and progress this year.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Lauri Markkanen.
Substitution on the floor.
There's a minute 47 left in the first. Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
This is why you love Nurkic. This guy is an exceptional passer.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Detroit. 17-point game. Picked by Reed. Here's MP. Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness. Cocked it back and fired it home.
Boy, MP, what a fancy finish.
Inside, here's Collier. Takes the assist. And lays it in. Nice setup.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
MP scanning the floor. Launches it. On target from range. MP's got 35.
He's got a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball. Wow, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
LeVert outside. Back to MP. Lets the three fly. Utah grabs the miss. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
Cunningham passes to MP. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Detroit on top, up by 12. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in,
about the CBA is it's becoming difficult to keep everyone in the fold. It's perhaps made dynasties less feasible in the modern era, and we've already seen unprecedented amount of parity in today's NBA.
Well, one thing's for sure, you better develop your younger players as well.
And on that note, BA, there's no better place to look at than Oklahoma City.
They've got Paul Reed, Javonte Green out there with Cade Cunningham. Then it's MP, and it's Thompson in at the power forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Pass to Kessler. Utah moving the ball around. They still need this. And the play by George as he finishes it off for 2. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
Oh, MP throws it down.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Jazz trail by 15. George outside. Pass to Kessler. Here's Bailey. Green covering. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Strong finish by Bailey. Here's a guy who wants to slam it.
Here's MP. Green, the pass to MP. Outside, Green. George against Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over George. And that one's long. Utah has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Pass to Anderson. Here's Bailey. Green covering. Kicks it out to Markkanen. From deep. Thompson pulls it in.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Count that one, Reed.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Jazz trail by 15. George passes to Kessler. Back to George. Pass to Markkanen. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 7 assists in the game.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Nice move. MP packs it home.
Hey, look at this, guys. It was like once he was in the air, he was staying in the air. It was just incredible. What hang time.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. 2:46 left to play in the first half. George passes to Kessler. Here's Bailey. Pass to Kessler. Now here's George. Fires the three. That one's good. 2 for 8 now.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Well, we know you got to get going, but thanks, Shams. As always, it's been fun and informative, my friend.
DA, no problem. Always glad to join, but I got to go. I got to get to this newsroom.
Man's got things to do. Always enlightening to hear from Shams. It's incredible some of the information he gathers.
It is very difficult reporting to do, and the reason why is you are constantly on the phone trying to earn the trust of your sources, and you have to be reliable and accountable for what you say. His job is not easy.
Measuring that corner triple very well. I like seeing Cunningham bury these types of shots.
Markkanen against MP. Outside, Anderson. 6 to shoot. Kessler, a screen on Thompson. Lets it fly. Anderson can't get it to go.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Cunningham finds MP. 12 seconds left in the second quarter. The three. The shot no good. And so it's Detroit, leading by 17 at the end of the period. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We'll be back in a moment.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Detroit Pistons.
You hear that?
Yeah.
That's the sound of the offense. They were absolutely humming.
Kenny, don't ever do that again. Any kind of humming, singing, or harmonizing. We leave that to the real artists, okay? What'd I just say?
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
Look at Detroit. It's still...
That's it for us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, PA, because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender, because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
Kicking off the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. Bailey out there with George. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Walker Kessler. And it's Anderson in at the 4.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Jazz trail by 19. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. PA?
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report.
MP might be young, but looking like a veteran with that read and setup.
Pass to Bailey. George sets a screen, puts up a 3. They get it again. Here's Bailey. And here's Markkanen. Takes the 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 8 assists here tonight.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Here's MP. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher in tights.
6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Thompson. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Pass to Anderson. Back to George. Fires for 3. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
MP finds Ivy. Cunningham on the wing. MP outside. Up and in on the layup. MP's got 45 points.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And there's the lob, and finished off by Kessler.
Exactly where Kessler gets so much of his offensive performance done, right at the cup.
The Pistons lead by 17. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Markkanen against MP. And down it goes. 2 points. MP's got 47 points.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
And Markkanen with the stuff.
There's a lot to deal with when you're talking about Markkanen. This guy is skilled as 7 feet, can put it on the deck. This guy's just a very difficult guy to guard.
Harris is checked in for Detroit. LeVert comes in for Cade Cunningham. Harris, a screen on Markkanen from deep. MP, and the three-pointer goes. MP's got 9 points here in the second half.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Another bucket! Wow!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Outside, Anderson. George scanning the floor. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Markkanen. The rebound by MP. MP's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
To the middle. Outside to LeVert. MP outside. Fires from deep. And Detroit another 3.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Markkanen outside. Down low. Banked it in off the glass. Markkanen's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation.
Rare turnover for them tonight. They've protected the ball, and they're trying to protect this lead.
Robinson, he's checked. Detroit leading by 20. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. MP is out there with Asar Thompson. And it's Stewart in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively, now looking to close this thing out.
Here's Collier, pass to Niang. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Count it.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
The Jazz shooting about 47%. A nice number. Here's Collier. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, when you attack in the painted area, good things tend to happen.
And the Pistons shooting 69%. I think they're even surprising themselves out there. MP, the pass to Ivy. Back to MP. And got it! Another basket!
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Here's Collier, covered by MP. Liang outside. Three-pointer. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
Detroit leading by 21. Thompson, a screen on Markkanen. MP. Oh, that's offensive interference. All right, the Jazz making a change here. Anderson's checked in.
Number 2, Kyle Anderson.
Jazz trail by 21. Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. Takes a three. Another three for Utah.
Boy, the man from Finland is very confident in that jumper. Markkanen, no doubt.
Stewart, a screen on Markkanen. Here's MP. Utah grabs the miss. Markkanen outside. Here's Sensabaugh. Another three for Utah.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Here's MP. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Jazz trail by 15. Here's Collier. Pass to Markkanen. Inside Markkanen with the size and power.
Now this is Markkanen cleaning up on the offensive end. 7-footer, just so skilled. He can find different spots to be effective.
MP against Markkanen. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. The Jazz have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Pass to Anderson. I got him. 5 on the clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. For 3, Collier. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 11 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Ivy. The 3 is up. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 5th assist in this one.
Hot off the pass. Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
A nice shot by Ivy.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
And so, Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. different look here for Utah. Kessler, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Bailey comes in for Sensabaugh. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. MP against Markkanen. Pass to Bailey. The three is up. They grab their own miss. And finished off by Anderson.
Yeah, Kyle Anderson is the very definition of a guy willing to do the dirty work.
Ivy passes to MP. Now here's Cunningham. Three-pointer. And Detroit another three.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game. Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
MP, the pass to Stewart. Detroit moving the ball around. From behind the arc. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist by MP. And the Pistons lead by 19. George passes to Bailey. Now Anderson. Here's the three. Bailey's shot is off.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Back to MP. There's the triple. And Detroit another three.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Markkanen outside. Back to George. Pass to Anderson. George, a screen on Thompson. To the inside. And stolen by Cunningham. Ivy finds Cunningham. Thompson outside. And here's MP. He takes it in. The rebound by Markkanen. And to encourage more mid-range and post play, some have suggested moving the three-point line outward.
I do not like this idea, PA. You can't move the corner any further back. How many sideline violations do we already have? Let the game play as is.
Here's George. That one goes in.
Collecting plenty of second chance points this half. That alone can keep a team in a game.
Cunningham passes to MP. Back to Cunningham. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Pass to Bailey. Anderson against Thompson. Bailey, the pass to Kessler. It's Anderson on the wing. Jacks up a three. Here's Markkanen. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. Markkanen's got 11 points in the quarter. MP outside. Here he goes. They get it back. Stewart, the pass to MP. Thompson outside. Now MP. Detroit needs to get off a shot. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Outside, Anderson. Here's Markkanen, and Markkanen with the stuff.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
MP, a screen on George. Ivy outside. Back to Cunningham. Pass to MP. And Doris, you think about the top scorers in this league. They're creating those points with greater efficiency than in decades past.
Analytics is increasingly a part of the NBA. Teams are now understanding that 3 is more than 2, and if you don't make enough of them, you have a math problem. And then the other highly valued shots in the game, and maybe the most valued shots, are restricted area 2s. Listen, let's be smart about the game.
Kessler finds Markkanen. That three's off the mark. The Pistons lead by 23. Here's MP, and another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Pass to Bailey. Now Markkanen, 4-3. The Pistons clear it. Thompson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Stewart outside, kicks it out to MP. Back to Stewart. Here's Cunningham. And again, it's Detroit converting.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Pistons.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a trip.
Thanks, guys. Your team asked a lot of you tonight, MP, and you came through across the board to secure a triple-double in the win. How does it feel?
Hey, my teammates know I'll do whatever's humanly possible to help us win games. So as long as it's legal, I can't be getting in trouble. I ain't trying to mess this up. Triple-doubles are plenty legal, so I went with that tonight, and we got to win.
Well done, MP. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Brian, over to you.
As always, thank you, Jennifer. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian.
Yeah, they must be putting a lot.
Imagine what he'd be upset with me about.
Shots that game.
I mean, I was running and trying to stay 2 steps ahead of him, so I might not have heard him perfectly, but I think he was saying something about a card game.
Oh, yeah.
I owe him a lot of money.
You know what? I'll try to coach again right now. I doubt I need to.
Early Saturday morning.